Okay, I think we are live again. And we can start, right? We can continue in developing the Task Manager plugin. And this time I don't have music. I don't need this. Okay, so whatever. Okay, now what we want to do is, yep, we are already adding this comment with the task, the identifier, and the title of the task, right? So now we have to look up for the task folder in the directory structure of the project that we are. We have to go to look up until some level. We can define a maximum depth of it, three levels up or whatever, or until it finds the root. But I don't know if it's a good idea, but yeah, we can do that. Then once it's found, we just add another directory with the ID of the task. Then we can create the task.md file, which will have the priority and all the information that we need for the task. But then we have the option of, we have the case rather, where the task folder is not found. So it means it doesn't exist. So we have to do something about it. Maybe we can just do anything or ask the user or show a message to the user that no task directory was found, create one, or automatically create a directory. I don't really like the idea of automatically creating the directory. I think it's better to have to give the user the control of it, so nothing magical happens in the background without the user knowing, right? Yeah, we could also ask the user the path, but if we are asking the user, we might as well just not ask at all, but tell the user that it needs to be created. If the user has to write something, just create the folder. Don't ask for the path. I think it's best usage is show a message to the user saying that the task folder was not found, please create one. So we will do that, right? Okay, so I will start getting rid of this because we are going to implement this now. For now, we will check in the current directory if there is a task folder on it. In the current folder, if it has a task folder on it, so we can check that, right? And I remember that I saw a file file system in the API, but as the documentation is a real shit, it's not good at all, we can just ask, as we were doing in the last stream, right? So how to check for folder in the current folder in VS Code extension, and yeah, it's the workspace folders. Okay, it has this case that maybe there is no folder open, which is reasonable. Yeah. And yep. Okay. But then if it's open, why are you getting the first one? Okay, so let's see that. Let's see that. It is getting the first one. So maybe the first one is the active one. It retrieves an array of folders currently open in the editor. Yeah, I think we need to check that. So let's copy this and put it in here. And I would say this will be open folders. I don't like to use folders, I like to use tiers. Okay, and then let's just do console log yeah, we can actually put a breakpoint here. I mean in here, and I would say not here. I will put this outside because I want a more fast iterations. Yeah, so I will do that. Then I think I can immediately see the folders. In this case, I don't have any folder opened, right? So I expect to receive an empty array, So open tiers is undefined rather. Yeah, undefined empty array. That's all right. I agree with that. Now, if I execute it again and I will open a folder here, this one, ROMs. Okay. So this is a, I think it's create task. Good. Yeah, so we have that. Okay, ROMs, and we have the URI FS path. We have the path. Okay, so that's good. How can I have two? Let's do this. How can I have two folders open? So let's not do that. Let's just a moment. Just a moment. It seems I think I hear the fan of my laptop. No, but I don't see any high usage of anything here. I think it's just impression. Okay. Let's run it again, and I will open. Let's open a project. Let's open a project with. I will open this one. Right? I have several folders in here, and I want to execute create task. I want to execute create task, and I just have one directory, which is Projetos. Yes, okay. Oh, I see. Because I can have something like that. I can add folder to workspace. I see. So we have multiple folders. Yes. And Projetos and probe. How can I, because I can have, so maybe it's best to get the path of the current open file. Yes. It's the best option, not our workspace folders. So I have this editor selection something. that I can use. I have this. I'll put here before it asks for the title. Let's do current directory is the editor dot document path no line count position yes URI dot path. Perfect, my friend, that's perfect. So I got the path. It's the absolute path. I'm sure of it, but I'm not so sure. Let's just run. We never know. All right, so right now this untitled must reside somewhere, but maybe nowhere. It can be on run and on the RAM. Let's try to do that. Create task. Yes, correct here. It's just the name, but if I save this somewhere, I will save this like I will save in here. This is tmp tmp.txt. It's in my home folder, right, as you can see here. So that's perfect. That's what I want. Yes. So we can split by slash, and if the result of this split is not an array, I mean if it's an array of one element, it means that the file is not saved, is a temporary file, and we can test that. We can do current dir is split by this, and this should be the dirs, the directories, the structure, right? I will call this current path, and this would be the structure. I will call it dirs. Why not? And we can check that now. We can check when, okay, this one exists. We will have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. Right, so dirs, we have 5 actually, because for some reason we have this empty one. So, and when the file is non-existent, like this one, we'll have just 1, which is the name of the thing, the name of the file. That's nice. So if dirs.length is equal to 1, it means that we must return. We don't do anything. Right. And now we can check for the existence. I have already the folder URI. that? Why do I have to call? Okay, because file system is there. Okay. And the catch is folder doesn't exist. Okay, I have the type and I check if it's directory. Okay, I think I see. So what do I have here? I just have to put. So I can check this as a easy exit thing, and I can do. Let's just test this. Let's just test like this. I'll call it this, just to hear my eyes. You do that just to. Yes, that's correct. And then here is Uri. Uri is here, right? Oh, I forgot to put the chat in here, because if anyone is talking, anyone that's not a robot, I will respond to it. But it can't be a robot, right? Of course. What's going on here? Oh, it's in the wrong screen. Yeah. Now I can just resize that like that. Okay. Drop your. Yeah, here Thompson is selling his services for poor streamers like me. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. Okay, so let's go back. Where is? Oh, okay. Okay. So I have this, and I have to check if stat is a folder. Type equal to file type directory. Yes, is a file type. File type. It can be a file, it can be a directory. It has to be a directory. And how can I get its name? Does it have the name? No, the name. Is a string. Path is also a string. How to get the fucking name? That's why I was looking for this. But I see what's going on here. So we have this file system. We have this file system thing in here that we can take a look. Stat, I see. Write file, rename. When I stat read directory, what's that? retrieves all entries. Oh yes, okay. And the entries are, it returns a string and file type. That's interesting. I think that's one that is this one that I want. But how can I create a new URI? How can I create a new URI? I want this URI. The URI of the folder, but this URI here is the URI of the document. So we must have a way of creating a URI. VS Code URI. VS Code. Yes, I think we already have here. We don't need this. All of those. Oh, we do. Okay. VS Code URI. Class. What do you need? If I do like const new URI, it needs something. New, yes, I want a new. Then you need something. Scheme path. That's it. That's the path. I can create a URI. Use the file and parse factory functions to create new URI objects. Really? Scheme. Use file and parse factory functions. Okay, so we have some factory functions. File. I forgot. What? File and what? Parse. VS Code parse. Path dot parse. Maybe it's in the FS workspace FS. We don't have parse. What the fuck? How to create a URI investigation with the file with a given file path. Oh my god. Okay, it's not clear. It's like that. Yes. And parse is what is the parse? Note that for a while scheme we strongly advise to use it. Not that for a while URIs without a scheme were accepted. That's not correct, as all URIs should have a scheme. To avoid breakage of existing code, the optional string argument has been added. We strongly advise to use it. What the I want to use it. I will just pass the string and that's it. But yeah, because now here, what do I want is this URI here has the has the file name. I want to get rid of the file name. So I can do it like several ways. I can do it in several ways. One of them is splitting, get rid of the last element and joining again. I'm not sure if this is the fastest, and I think it's not. But whatever, we can do this. We can do like that as it was before. Then we split. We get rid of the last one. Is pop. Dears dot. How can I pop the last element of our array? I don't know if it accepts the Pythonish like that, or just that. I don't know. The Pythonish arguments here. How to get rid of the last element of a Java script array. Pop. But why I'm not... I can't see here. Pop. Oh, it's there. I don't know why it wasn't. Okay, so we have to, remove that element. It doesn't destroy the other one. It's a copy. So I will do removed because this is guarantee. I will even call file path. So it's even more straightforward that this is file path. Then I will do this and pop like so, and I will have the path, the directory path like that. But I can check first if this is 0, because if this is 0, not this but this, so I will do it in two steps. I don't know how to call it yet. I will just call TMP, and I'll check if TMP length is 0. I do anything. I just get out of it, and then I just pop. Because here it means that file is not in a directory. It's a temporary file, right? And so that's why I think I need to change this. I'll call splitted path, because it's really temporary. Splitted path, whatever. Now I just need the dir path here. Actually, this is the thing that I want, that I really want, and I will create a new URI from this path. And I don't think I need this new here. Yeah, like that. And this is not a string. Dot pop. Yeah, because this one is an array and I have to join. I don't know if we have join. This is why it says string in here. It should say string array. Okay. How to join JavaScript array. And I want to join with a slash. It's just that. Okay, it's just join like that. Why? Maybe because of that? I don't know. This is a string, yeah. Then join. Why don't I see? Why don't yeah, now I have join there. If I do like this is so confusing, because I'm sure that and even the compiler is sure that this because it can be undefined. If undefined, I just do this. All right, so I can do one check. So let's do, what is this? This is a string, for sure. Then this can be an array. So if it can be undefined as well, because split, yes, can return undefined. If it's is split path, but okay, I see. If it's undefined, is that? It's like that. And now, yep. Then I can safely say, I suppose, this is the dir path. I can say that, and I'm sure that this is an never. Oh, this is, oh, I close it. It shouldn't be that complicated, right? Path is a string. That's for sure. Then split could be this. So it's not, I can do as string, I can do this. Yes, I can. So this is for sure a string, yes, right? Because if it's undefined, no, but it only returns this. So I don't have need for that. I don't have need for that because it always returns a string. Then pop. Okay, it returns a string. Remove the last element from an array and returns it. If the array is empty, undefined is returned and the array is not modified. why is string here? Because here we have a string array. That's fucking confusing. Let me increase this. Let's get rid of the distractions and focus. Why though? Why it's returning a string instead of an array of strings? Why? Let's go here. Yes, T. And in this case, T is array of strings. Is a string array. And it returns a string and never because it doesn't get null. No, it gets undefined. So here is string or undefined. Dear path. Let's debug this shit, right? Let's debug this shit. Let's comment this out. This is fucking difficult to follow, surprisingly. So let's first start with the empty one. The file path is untitled. When we do the split, we have just untitled. Then our dir path will be untitled. And this just have 0 and it will return. That's fine. This is bullshit. This is fine. Now if we do in here, we don't return because we have something. Right here we have this splitted, we have this, and when we pop, oh right, now I see, because it of course it pops out the last element and returns it, but I want to return the rest. All right, I don't want that. I want to how to return the array the last element or something like that. Yes, it's this one. Yes, I was looking for it. This is the thing. Slice 0 minus 1. That I was thinking like in Python, because Python is something like that. But here is slice 0 and minus 1. Yes. All right. Now you're talking. Now we have yes, and if dir path length is 0, then we return. Now let's test in this case first. Here is okay, yeah, so we don't, yeah, we proceed, that's correct, but in this case we should return because we have length 0. All right, that's all right. Okay, that works. Now we create the new thing, because we do a join here, join with this. And I'll call it Dear Uri. Like so. And here is our Dear Uri. And finally, but this deserves a new name. This is Uri. And now we can test for, we can do the read directory. Yes, finally we do this, and we will do a loop. Here probably will be the begin of the loop, or a recursion or something. So we read the things of the directory. I will do contents, and this is okay. This is an array of string which with the name of the thing and the file type. Then we already have the file type, so we do for each. Here is contents for each file. I check if the file yep, it's an array of arrays. So this is item. I'll call item. Why for each here is like that? Okay, because I need a weight, I think. Yeah, that's right. It's an item. So item dot type, right? Dot this item. Yes, the second item. It's if it's this, then it's a directory. We can check if its name is task. The name is the first element to tasks. If it is, we found, then we just report. For now, we just report that we have found the directory. Right, because this is another logic that I don't want to do it right now. We found the tasks folder in, then I will put the contents. I don't know how to put that, because I'm not sure if the never mind, just that. So we check for everything. If it's not task, we have to, okay, it's a little bit complicated, because we have to check each and every directory and only directories. If we don't find anything, if we don't find anything, we have to go inside each one of them, right? like this. I'm in here. No, I have to go back one. I don't go further, I just go backwards. And backwards I mean up the tree. Not down the tree, right? Yes. I think it makes sense we go up the tree. Then, okay, so once this is done, we don't find anything. We just remove again. We just execute this again. So maybe this verification can be done first, because we can safely put the loop in here and update the URI path, right? No, because here, okay. Okay, so what we need to do actually is we have the URI. We have the URI. We do again the split. This. And do the join. Yes, and that thing again. So I will put this like that. Comment this out because we will be executing this quite in the loop. While because the first one is that, then while file path, yes, is, we can do even the split for the first time, and we do while splitted path is its length is greater than 0. While this is true, we do this here, right? But we have to update it. We have to update it. Can we do this slice, then we join again, and we have the new splitted path. I would just do an infinite loop in here. Oops, sorry. I would just do an infinite loop in here for now. Then I can do the verification here before the join. No, because I have to split first. Okay, or just a minute. Just let me do this. Right, like that. Okay, so we get that. Get the path. We split by it, and we get rid of the first one. That's all right, because the first one is the thing. And yeah, so this is the infinite loop here. While true, right, I can do this, and I can come here and do like that and do this, because here if splitted path dot length is 0, we just break, we just get out of the loop, and it will work either for the empty thing, dir path. It will work both to the when the file is not a directory and as well when we reached the top level of the tree. I think we can put a breakpoint in here and debug. Let's do this temporary file first. Now it should break. Yes, it break out of that. And all right, it asks for a title. I don't provide any title. But I should yes, I should provide a one thing at a time. Now in this case in here we have a path. We shouldn't break. That's all right. So perfect. Then it will create a new URI, which is correct. Then it will list the contents of this URI called contents, and we have just one file, tmp. That's also correct. Then it will go to each one of the files, and I'm not sure why. Oh, because I have to go in. But okay, now it will go again to file path, which is this one again. Really? Ooh, yep. I see. So file path is like that, right? And the file path I have to, in the end, okay, and I need to break here as well, break out of the code here as well, right? What? Jump target cannot cross function boundary, because I have another for each here. Is that so? I wish I had a good tool. We don't have it. Okay, so we need to think. Okay, so I will return true. And I have here const result found. Found. If found, then break and go. What? An expression of type void. Is it? Yeah, we don't have any return. Because it's void, it's fucking void. I cannot return. Well, so that's why I don't like for each sometimes. I just have a return and I get rid of it. I got rid of it. How can I be sure that I found something? Maybe if I put a boolean. found true, and and if not found, if found, break. Now from here I'm sure that I have to call it again with the upper directory. For it I have to, so file path now will be let, will be variable, and now file path will be our how do you call it? We have the dir path with another slice. No, I just, yes, so this one is outside as well. So I do anything. If found, break. Because break, if it's found, it goes here. If it's not found, it goes there, and it will, but the splitted path didn't change, so this is back to constant. This will change. Yes, I have to do splitted path equals splitted path slice 0 minus 1. Because the splitted path is the other one, and then the dir path, it's one less. I think that's the thing. Maybe this can be a little bit more simple than that. But let's see. First, let's execute in this temporary file, which I expect to break. It broke. That's good. Now we execute in the other one, this one which exists. And I don't expect to break. It didn't break. It will go here. You check if it's a directory. It's not. It wasn't found. Then splitted path. Yes. We'll now do this. Yes. And now we go to the upper one. André. That's correct. Then we do the same things. We read the directory. We have lots of files. That's correct. It's my local files. That's correct. And we do the thing. It checks really fast. It wasn't found. It goes one level above. Now it's our home directory, and the list will be something really not so, because I just have access to one thing. I just have access to my current folder in there. That's all right. And then it goes to the home, to the root, which I expected to, not this case. Yeah, so it didn't find anything. Boot, yeah. And now I expect it to break right now. That's correct. All right. So we have two options. We break without found, with found false, and we can break with found true. So here, if found is not true, if found is false, then we can send a message and quit. I don't have found in here, no problem at all. We just put it in here. If found is false, we just provide the message and we quit. Like task directory not found. Please create one. Right? Yes. Otherwise, it will ask for the title. So we can run it again. And let's run it. Create task. I will get rid of the breakpoint so we can see it. Task direct not found, please create one. Perfect. That's really nice. So create task direct not found, please create one. Then we can create one. Let's create one. In here, I will. Oh, it's in here. Oh yes, sure. Sure. Let's go to. It's where it's in home, right? Here. Home under TMP. Yep, I will create a task director there. Home under TMP tasks. Okay, it exists now. Now, if I create a task in here, ooh, that's good. It will ask me for a title. This is my title. Nice. But I have to return the path. So I will call let tasks dir path. It will be empty for the beginning. And I can even get rid of found, and here is tasks dir path. It will be the I think I want the URI, right? Yep, because I will be dealing with file systems, so I will call tasks URI. Tasks URI is URI. Actually, it's item. Let's print that. Let's go back, and once we have found, okay, once it's found, it shows that, but it also shows this item 0, because I want to see what's. I think if it's the full path, we can create a new URI from that. I think it's the full path. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is the full path. Right, so let's create. We found, no, it's just the name of the item. Okay, no problem, because we have this dir URI. So if we do like dir URI / item, I think we have the correct thing, path, the correct path. So let's test it again. TMP tasks, that's all right. Yeah, it's exactly this, right? Home, Andrea, TMP tasks. Yes, that's it. So this will be our tasks dir path. It will be exactly this thing in here, like so, and we can get rid of the found and just compare if we have tasks dir path is different than this. I'm gonna do even that. Same thing here. If tasks dir path is equals this, so it wasn't found. But if this is found, it means that it's found. Yes. Okay, it's a little bit convoluted. I rather have two variables and the code be clear. I really like it more like that, because it's a one variable more, but the code is clearer. So I will say found is true, and here if not found, come on, not found, break. Otherwise, and here is if found, I mean this if not found, and here is if found. You see, it's easy to be confused. So yeah, if found, do that, break, it goes out of the while loop. And if not found, return. Otherwise, it was because it was found, and you can go on. So how do you go on? We have this task dir path, which we can access, and it creates the text. The text will be the last thing to be created, because if we cannot create the directory for permissions, issues, or something, we don't create the comment either, right? Okay, so we ask for the title and we create the directory. But for that, directory task, the task directory, here we try to find the tasks directory. We can get rid of this, and it's everything that does that. And in here we create the task ID directory, which we don't have yet, but we will have. So I will have the task ID is generate task ID, and here is task ID. Task ID, like that. And we have title and we have task ID. Yes. Okay. Here is try. I can try to create the task ID directory, right? Okay, another robot talking to me. So all right, need a little break. I have 1 hour already. All right. Okay, so we have to call DFS this thing again to create a directory, I suppose, because we can have here create directory. Yes, here create directory, and it will ask for the URI of the new folder. Okay, I will do task URI, and it will return something. What? It's void. It's void. Okay, so it's await, and I can create a task URI, which is the task. No, I mean is the where is it? The tasks dir path. Tasks dir path, right? And I would do like that, because it will be a string interpolation, and this is the task ID. It's created. Good. But this is a string. I need to generate the URI. URI dot file, like that, and it will create this. It will create the directory. Right, then I need to create a task inside of that, but it's not create directory, it will be create file. Do we have create file? We don't. What do we have? Copy, read file, write file. I suppose if we don't have a file, it will create automatically. Write file, and we need the URI and the content. All right, so file URI and file content. Task URI is this one. File URI is task.md. And here is file URI, not URIU, file URI, and file content is the following. file content is, I don't know if it will work like that, but let's see. It's title, then I think I can do this. No, let's, yes, I can. Title, then and now this can be like this, bd status, it will be open for by default, and the priority is 70. And that's it. That's it. Why it doesn't? Oh, it has to be uint8 array. All right. S uint TypeScript, how to convert string to byte array in JavaScript. Ooh. New text encoder. Okay, new text encoder. Encoder dot encode this like that. I think that's it, but we have to, I think it's inside of a try catch. I think it's inside a try catch. I think it is. This denable is what? Common denominator. Okay, the API makes no assumption about what promise libraries being used. The wish enables reusing existing code without migrating specific promise implementation. Still recommend use of native promises. Okay. How can I check that write file is causing what happens when our error occurs? So VS Code extension write file on error. What? Yes, I think it's this. So I can put one try catch and that's it. I can put one try catch and it should be it. Like if we will return, but we'll send a message to the user informing that show error message. No? Yes. Do we have warning? Yes. It's not an error, it's a warning. I mean, it's an error because it won't work as expected. But it's not quite an error. Information, okay, it's information. And we don't need to show anything on success because this is an indication of success when it writes the comment. It's the perfect indication of success. And here I said could not create task. Please check for file permissions on directory, and I can put here the task Uri dot path. Yeah, that's it. I think it's implemented successfully. Let's test it. We can stop the execution of the other instance, of the test instance. I will put a new create task in here. Good. We can get rid of we found. And the title is the first successful implementation, I hope. Ooh. It seems it works. It worked. We can go to we can do this. Yes, you see? It created the ID, and inside the ID we have the task.md with the contents, the first successful implementation. I hope starts open priority 70. That's really, really nice. And I just need to put one more break line in here because I want I want a space between them, and I can get rid of the we found because it's not necessary to inform the user that. And I think I can get rid of it. And I think we have our first function and our first useful VS Code extension working, which is really nice. It's really, really nice. Now we can go straight to the second task implementation, which is go to task. So what do I want is so we can execute the thing again. Oh, sorry. I will save this file, right? Okay, it's saved because now I can refer back to it. When I execute it again, I want to go in the line, whatever place I am in the line, and I want to execute. Go to task. And I want to create a new tab or a new window here in VS Code that goes to this file here and show me this content, because I can look at the description, read the task, read if it has an image or not, right? I can go into the details, and I can change the status to open and close it and change priority and everything. So this is the next step. Right. Let's go right into it. Okay, I think here everything here is good. We just need to implement this one really. Okay, first thing is to grab the content of the line. First thing is to get the contents of the line. So let's do that. Sorry, I was reading some other things in here. We have this editor. I think we can safely put this in here because it's a really useful variable which we can inspect, like editor dot. We have our selection, which will give us the content of our, I think selection returns a string. No, it returns something. Let's do like selection and check what it returns. It returns a selection, which maybe it has, okay. It has several things: position, anchor, contains. Check if a position or a range is contained. Intersection, empty, equal, reverse is single line. Start. The start position. Okay. Union. With. What? Okay. How to get the contents of the current line? I will not lose too much time trying to figure out this API because I don't use it so much. Okay, so it's active text editor. I think I have that. Yes. And then I get the selection. Yes. Okay, so it has one active, and inside this one, it's rather a position or undefined. So line, it's a number. Okay, so let's go further. Oh, you have get the line object at that position. I have a position. Okay, line. And extract the text. Okay, so I have the position.line, the active, right? So I call this line. Then I have to get line at in the editor. Selection, document. Hey, Mike Harley. How are you doing? I really like coding a lot, bro. Nice. What are you building, if you don't mind asking? No, not at all. I'm learning how to do a VS Code extension. I am doing this task manager thing. Like, it's a really simple task management. We have two commands, right? We have create task command, and we have the go to task command. The create task command I already implemented. It's finished, and I am doing the go to task. I can show you how the create task command works. I can show you right now. Imagine you are in your code, right? So you have your code. It doesn't matter which code you have. I don't know. Let's suppose you have C code, right? And you have your main something like that, right? And you are just executing the hello world, right? Like hello world. I can't type anymore. Okay, so you have that. Then you say, okay, I have an idea. I want to put a to-do in here. It's usually what we do, right? We put a to-do, do something later, right? This is one thing. But then your code keeps growing up, and you have a bunch of to-dos, and it's hard to keep track of all to-dos you have. So this tool that I'm working on, I have a command here in VS Code, which is an extension, right? So here's the command, create task. If I execute this command, it will ask me to enter a title in here. So I will put do something here later. And it automatically creates this comment to me with a task ID, and the title, right? But more important than that, this file here is in home under TMP. It's where the code is located, right? So if we go to that directory, we can see that it finds for these tasks folder, and when you go inside, you have the to-do. That was the task that was created there. You see, it ends with 0011 here. So we can go there, 8, right? And then we can, it created this file with your title, the status, which is open, and the priority. So it's really useful because you can go inside this to do and put the description. I don't know, you can put lots of stuff in here, a long description of the task, right? And since it's in a directory, you can also put images there. So I will copy this. This is an important thing. It's an image, which is really important. And I can put an image here, you know, as a file. So I have, as you can see, this piece of code here has this task and has this other one as well. And they are in separate folders. Sorry, where was I? They are in separate folders, so I can access them and see the images and see everything there. So it's really useful, I think, and it's a tracker, a task tracker, if you want to call it. A really powerful one and really simple. And now the creation of the task is working. Now what I am implementing is to go inside that task, right? So when I have this task here, I execute the command go to task, and once I execute this command, I go inside that file and I can change that file. So that's what I am working on right now. Oh, you're having your coffee and watching a stream. Thank you so much. No, I'm implementing in TypeScript because the VS Code extensions needs to be done in TypeScript. I think TypeScript or JavaScript. I don't know. At least I don't know how to write the VS Code extension in C. But I really would like to write in C. I rather prefer to write in C than in TypeScript. But it's fine, you know. Okay, let's go back here. So now what I do want. I want to, once the cursor is here in the line, I want to get the content of the line so I can parse the ID and open that file of the task. So let's do that. So we have the line. I have to take the line at line number, which is line, and this is not a number. Yes, number or undefined. If let's just do that to, yeah, I see. So we can check that if line is undefined, we just return. We don't go further. Now I have the line, I think. Let's content. I think now we have, it's a text line, so maybe we have a property here, text. I suppose the text of this line without the line separated characters. I think it's this. This is what I want. I don't want this. And then we can put a breakpoint in here. Maybe we can save this and execute. Let's see. Okay, so I have this and I will execute go to task. Okay, so it execute everything here, right? Let's see what's the content. Yes, you see I have exactly the content of the line that I was. The first successful implementation, I hope. The first successful implementation, I hope. That's what I want. Now, I want to grab this ID. It will be easy. It will be easy. It won't be difficult. Because I can... I'm sure that this is one... this is the first thing after the open parentheses. So I need to find the open parentheses. How do we search? Finds the first substring match in regular expression search. I'm not sure. Includes. I want index of. Yes, I want this. This is what I want. Which is of the first occurrence. Yes, exactly. I want this one. I want this index. And yeah, it's okay. I was drinking coffee here as well, but I mean tea. But it's over. I'm just drinking water right now. Okay, so I have the content, I have the position of the first open parentheses, and I want now the index of the last open parentheses. This will be this is the initial one, and this is the end one. And now I just want the substring, which is the ID with content substring with start and end. Exactly, that's exactly what I want. That's perfect. Ini end. Right. What's going on here? It's not a set parameter of type number. Yeah, because it could be undefined. I hate this. If content equals, I hate this but what can you do? Just return. Just return, and then I can guarantee that everything is fine. I appreciate as well, Mike Harley. Please be my guest, and you are always welcome. Okay, now I have this ID, which is what I want, because it's really the name of the directory. So I just have to look for the path again, which means that this thing here should be a separate function, because I will be using this in two different places. So I rather factor this out. I will put that in a separate function called, let's see, find tasks path, and I'll put that in here like so. Then I have to pass the editor. I'm not sure. I will pass the editor, and which is a string. How do you do that in JavaScript? In TypeScript is like that? Yes. Editor, which is a string, and you return a string as well, which is the path. Is the tasks dir path here. This one, yes. So you just return tasks dir path, right? And this needs to be async. And what are you talking about? Okay, it's not a string editor. The editor is, I mean, I can put this here. Why not? I can put this here, and I don't care anymore with that. Like so. Right? Yes. Possibly undefined. Well, if it's undefined, you just quit. Every time I need to be doing that, right? Undefined. Just return. You can return. It can be void. No? Why not? The return time of a async function of method must be a global promise. Of course. Of course. So here is a promise. Promise. Like that. All right. So, yep. Okay. Yeah. So if we have some error, we just return. I will undefined. I will return undefined. Then I can check that above there. Yes. And here I return something. I mean, no, I just return a string, and here is like that. Whatever. Who cares? I don't care. If I don't care, who cares? Okay, so we have this. Okay, so you are into game development. That's nice. That's really nice. I developed some game-related things, but just to myself, not just for fun, right? That's really nice. But now what we can do here, we can do this like tasks. Tasks dir path. It's try, how do I call it? Is find tasks path. So it's find tasks path like that. Oh, right. So I can do like if tasks dir path equals this, it means that found is false. Found equals false. And I have to await because it's a asynchronous function, and I have to create the found before as false, and I just change to true if this is true. Or rather, to be more concise, I can do this. That's it. Or rather, this and that's even better. Yes, Mikey, how can I see it? How can I see it? Okay, so this should work. I just will test it again with this. I will test it again. I will just put create. I mean, I will delete the other one because I didn't. Yep. Okay. This one. Discord. Yes, I have Discord. I think you can find my Discord in my Twitch account. It's there. If it's not there, I will put it after I end this stream. All right. So. Tasks dir path. What I was doing. Oh yeah, I want to test it if it still works after I did a little bit of refactor. So the create text should be working. Test 1. Okay, it's working. Test 1, it created this one. And if I do ll, yep. So the refactor is okay. The refactor is okay. Yes, this is my Discord name. Yes, that's correct. I suppose. All right. So finally, after all that, I can use the here. I can take the tasks dir path and find. Yeah, it worked. I see here that you added me in the Discord. I can accept. All right, accepted. Yep, I accepted. Then later I can check. Okay, nice, thank you, really nice. I will check later for sure. Yeah, so let me finish this. I think I'm really close to finish at least this first version. I think it will be really nice to see it working. Yes, so I can find the task path, and once I have the task path, I can finally go inside and open the file. So I suppose we have the editor. Not editor, but I want the workspace, the VS Code workspace file system, and I want to read file. Yes, that's what I want. I want to read file. The file that I want to read is a URI. It has a URI, which I will call task URI. And what else do I need? Just that. Right. And this will give me the content of the file. And I will create here the task URI, which will be the I already have a content variable here. This is line content. I rather do like, I will comment this out and I will do like this. This is line content, right? And this is content, okay. And task URI is, I just have I have the task, okay, I have everything. So I just need to construct the path, which is the task dir path slash the ID, and that's it. And I want to look the task.md file there. But now this is just the string. I have to create the URI, which is VS Code URI.file, like that. And it should have the content is, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I'm almost finished. This is how do you call it? This is a promise, so I have to do asynchronously. Yes. Then I have to convert the array buffer to string. And how do I do that in TypeScript? To string, I think it's too easy. If it's to string, returns a string representation of an array. Maybe it's just that. Then no, but I don't want that. No. I don't want that. I don't want to read. I want to open a new. I don't want the content. I want to open a new tab on Visual Studio Code. So VS Code extension, how to open new window, tab, how do you call it? Open an existing file or a new blank document. Provide a URI. I already have the URI. I don't know how to call this in English. I call it URI. URI. Don't know. Yeah, but this is exactly what I want. So it's open text document. Open new blank untitled. No. I want this one. Window show text document. Window show text document. So I have VS Code dot window dot show text document. It says show the given document in a text editor. A column can be provided to control where the editor is being shown. Let's just try with the default arguments. It wants the document. All right, I see. how can I get the document with URI? Confusing. I'm confused. Oh yes, I have an override function that accepts the URI. That's nice. So I just put here task URI. Right? It should work now. Let's see. Let's put it to test. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. I put here in this line the cursor. I will execute the go to task. Oh, it opened the debugger. I don't want that. Just execute. Something didn't work. Let's try it again. Let me close this. Oh, this is a waitable. Yes, I have to put a wait in here, otherwise it won't work. This thing is also async, and this thing is not. So now it should work, right? So let's execute, and let's execute go to task. Command go to task resulting in an error, unable to read file. Oh, because it got the, all right, it got the open parenthesis and ends up with 3. Yes, so yeah, I see, because it's inclusive. So I need to put here +1, or rather here +1 is better, right? So now it should work flawlessly. Go to task. Yes, it worked. Really nice. Okay, so I think the objective of the stream was achieved today, and then we can not publish, but we can create the package of the plugin, of the extension, right? Then yes, I have here the file of the extension. Now I can install locally here in my VS Code. Where is it? Here, extensions. I just go here and install from VSIX, and I choose my task manager extension that I just create, right? I install it. Okay, it was completed. Now I will show you, yes, it's working. Now I will show you how it really works, right? So I have here, this is the code that I have, right? So, okay, I want to, let's say I want to create here a task with the title, display logs. Okay, so here I have these display logs, how to call it, comment, which is a task. And a file was created. A file was created in the task folder here. It should be created. I don't know. Let's see. Now I want to go to the task. Yeah. Oh, this is the, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is not the updated version. Hold on. It's working. Oh my God. Hold on. Why it's not working? I just created the extension. Yes. Here, I just created the extension. I can even, where is it? It's in here. It's a zip file. I can even see it. I will show you. Where is it? is in VS Code extensions. Yes, is in here. This is the file that I just created, and I can open it's a zip file right here, and we can see the code is here, extension.js. We can see it. Let's open on Emacs, why not? Here is the JavaScript code that the TypeScript generated. You see? This code was generated through this one. Because TypeScript is just another script language that will generate JavaScript code, right? So, okay, you see, if we look for the, I don't know, if we look for this find tasks path, which is the function that I just create, we can see that it's in here, right? So yeah, this is the last version of my extension. We just confirmed that. So let's quit this. Let's quit this. Let's quit this. And here is the thing that I just created, the extension. I want to install it to show you it working. I just did that. This is, yes, 2 minutes ago. That's correct. This is the thing. Completed installing extension. It says right here. So it should work. So if I do this and execute the create task, put some logs. Task has been created. No, for some reason, maybe I have to uninstall it first. Uninstall. It's really weird. I will update the extensions. Maybe it's that as well. I have to update the extensions so I don't have it anymore. Yeah, because I will empty these. Yes, my task folder is empty. Okay, I will install it again. Install. Here it is. I will refresh just in case. Here it is. All right. Plugin to manage tasks. Yeah. Now I will delete this. I will create it again. Create task. My task. Right. Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, this shit is not working, but if I execute like this, it works in the debug mode. It works in the debug mode. I'm not sure why it doesn't work when I publish the thing, right? How to call it here? Create task. Change this printf here. Change this printf. Now if I go to the task, it goes here. Change to this printf, and here is, you see, it's working. It's the description of my task. I can save and exit, and I can ask to go there again. Go to task, and it goes and it loads the file that I just edited. Yeah, so it's working, but I have to learn how to publish the extension, because it's working only in the debug mode when I do here run extension, right? When I am publishing and installing, for some reason, it's not working. But I got to see this later. I have been streaming for almost 2 hours, 2 hours actually, and I'm really tired. I achieved what I wanted today, and I think that's terrific. So, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.